What up, what up, what up there, fam? It's your favorite cruise specialist, the proud owner of Travelissexy Travel Agency, Sean here with another video just for you. All right, so again, my apologies for last couple of weeks. I have been sick, I wasn't feeling good, and so I didn't get these videos out to you as promised, but I am here today. It is Tuesday. It is time for us to drop another video. And the 2 weeks ago when I did my previous video, we talked about buyer beware and using third-party sites, and I touched on why using a travel specialist may be a good thing for you to do. So we are going to talk about just that today. Why should you use a travel agent as opposed to using a third-party site? Well, you know what? I'm glad you asked. Let's just jump right into it. So, one of the things that you'll find when you use an agent is that a lot of times we will have access to deals that you may not find on the internet or extra perks that you may not find. So, for instance, you want to book a cruise, you might find something online, they give you the price, and that's it. Well, with us, you might come with that same information, and we might be able to get you a drink package added or just some other package or some other perks that you might be able to get with. Maybe we can get a couple of pictures of included. Maybe again, we can get that drink package included for about the same price. So sometimes we have access to those things that you may not always see on the internet. So it's always good to check with a travel specialist if you have one to really help you figure that out. And that leads me actually into point number two. We take the hassle away. Sometimes there are people who really do not want to do all the work to research this and research that, find this price and find that price. And let me just share this with you too as a, I guess, bonus tip. When we book online and we use sites like Expedia or Travelocity, Orbitz, or whatever, a lot of those sites are really owned by one person. And again, those commissions are built into the price that you see. And so, we may go on one site and maybe go to another, we might be saving $20 here, $25 here, but still, those sites are usually owned, a lot of those sites are owned by one man. All right. So you just want to remember that when you are thinking about putting something together and you don't really feel like you want to deal with all the backwards and forwards, that's a good reason why to use a travel specialist because we can, again, go in and seek out those deals and do the work for you. All right. The other thing that you want to remember is that the difference between booking with an agent versus using a third party site is that normally when you book with a third party site, you have to have the cash or, in this case, credit. You have to have some available funds in order to pay for it and pay for it right then and there. Normally, there aren't many payment options unless you're doing something like a Klarna or a Afterpay or something like that. But normally, if you're going to a third party website, you are probably more than likely having to pay for that trip up front at the time you're booking. So with us using a specialist, what happens is depending on the time that you're going, you always get a chance to, well, you will have a chance, I should say that, you will have a chance to usually put down a deposit and then pay over a period of time. Now, if you are, let's just say, trying to go away in March, and we're already in February, more than likely you're going to have to pay for that trip in full. But if you're talking about going sometime in August or September, you may be able to put a deposit down now, and then you may have a couple of months out before your trip to make that payment. If you are actually trying to plan a trip for 2026, now's a great time to do that because you can now put your deposit down and then pay over a period of time. So these again, that's again another perk to using an agent versus if you go into a third party site. All right, so I got a couple more for you, but let me ask you, how you guys liking the shirt? This is our Travel is Sexy. Let me stand up. Travel is Sexy signature shirt. And then as you can always also see, I have the bucket hats. I will actually put a drop a link um, in the comments to get the shirt if you like it. What do you guys think about the hats? Let me know. Think about adding them to the store. If you think you like them, it's cool. I do. When we go to the Caribbean, I cruise a lot to the Caribbean and it's always hot. It's always good to have something on your head. So again, we got bucket hats that we could drop. But the shirts, the signature shirts, the other ones are a little bit different than this, but they are the signature white tees, and you can get those on my site as well. All right. Again, I will drop the link in the description of the video. The other reason why it's good to use an agent versus a third party site. So here's something that you may not be aware of. If something should go wrong with your trip, an agent is usually always here. We're always around. We're always available, of course, unless we're traveling. You can actually pick up the phone and speak to a live person. When you book with a third party, normally it's hard to get in touch with somebody, and you're probably going to get some type of voicemail or some type of automated kind of like response or whatever. It's usually hard to get a person when something's wrong at 2 o'clock in the morning. So again, these are, so using an agent can be helpful because should something go wrong, we booked you one room and they're trying to give you another one once you get there or whatever, then normally we can try to help facilitate the issue that is going on. So again, using an agent, I know people think that, well, I don't want to use a travel agent. What's the sense? I can book it on my own. But again, I just gave you 4 good reasons why to use an agent. And honestly, people will ask the question all the time, how do we get paid? We are no different than any of the third party sites. Our prices included. The vendors are the ones who pay us, not the consumer. So you come to us, we're going to take the headache away from you, from having to do all the back and forth trying to figure it all out. We are going to be able to possibly put you on a payment plan. And maybe next week we can dive a little deeper into some options when it comes to payment plans. You heard me mention a few, but there's some other things that are also available. Again, take the hassle. We're going to be able to uh, what I ever say. You're going to be able to pay over time if you need to. You'll also but also again find you deals. My apologies. I wrote some things down, some notes, so I want to make sure I brought them to you. You will also be able to find some deals that may not be available to you on the website. And again, you'll have someone to call should something happen or you need to speak to someone. More than likely, your travel agent is going to be there versus trying to call a third party person and even trying to find a number and then call someone hoping that you get someone who can help you with your issue. So again, those are just 4 reasons to use an agent. I hope that these tips helped. If you have any other tips that you can think of or anything you'd like to share, please do me a favor. Like, comment, share this video. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification button. Until the next video, guys, as always, peace. Oh yeah, and let me know. Do you like the shirts? Do we need to add the hats? What else would you like to see? All right. Till next video, guys. Again, I'm out. Peace.